Ice Trey, how I'm reppin' in Atlanta. I swear that I'm gifted and some people call me Santa. Look, every bar spit is cold, I know you felt it. I'm like Jason Tatum, so watch me sell ticks. I might cop a flight to Brooklyn, Katie, Kyrie, and you know Harden cooking. No longer a rookie, and that's worth the mellow. I might see LeVar sitting courtside with Jello. Rhyme so tight, make you feel it in your spleen. You know that I'm a bull, just ask Zach LaVine. I'm a point guard, how I'm giving out directions. I'm a Cavalier out in Cleveland, call me Sexton. Then I fly to Texas, you know I'm never average. Drop a triple-double like I'm Luka with the Mavericks. Most valuable player, they thought I was a joker. Then I cooked them up like some nuggets in a toaster. They begging me to stop, they swear that I'm vicious. But I'm a bad boy when I kick it with the Pistons. Man, I'm feeling gold, and I kick it in the bay. Pull up deep range, call me Curry, call me Clay. Back against the wall, I'm the plug and a socket. If you give me space, I'ma take off like a rocket. Big boy in the paint, you know I never miss. Ask on this, every bar spit it hits. When it's crunch time, I turn into face, but I am a fun guy. Yes sir, I'm a king, need a crown and a scepter. The best of my generation, who could do it better? Never told me what I could, only told me what I can't. So I turned into a grizzly, man, that's where the John Morant. Man, I'm feeling wealthy, I think I need a butler. My bars produce heat, I don't gotta wait for summer.
Here comes LaMelo Ball with his hair on fire. Wow! For a lot of years, and he plays with so much energy. Speed is his game. Hornets lead by 11. Long three. Oh.
I only want the bucks, not the nonsense. I'm a Greek freak, city dominate on offense. I swear to keep it cold like a Minnesota. If I'm running through your town, I'm at bulldozer. I stand above the rest like I'm a giant. I never seen a pelican fly like a giant. Just give me a mission. I promise I can handle. I can turn the Knicks around, man. That's where the Memphis realms look. Wanna come around, you know I bring the thunder. They try to count me out, but I'm a youngin' with some hunger. I always had to work, never been handed.
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Hi folks, Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
Here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
I like to see KD when he just elongates like that, gets all the way up to the rim for an easy throwdown.
Good chance here for Crowder. Will not go. Misses off the front iron.
And Crowder was in high demand as a free agent in 2020, and a lot of people wanting his toughness on their roster.
And Durant with the big finish.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Yes, it's good. And with Crowder's free agency, teams saw what he brings to the table.
Well, he's a good defender, and he's relentless on that end, and he just brings that kind of toughness that a lot of coaches are relying on, and they know that's important in the postseason.
Now here's Paul. Crowder outside. Pass to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
The big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off.
And it's Irving off the drive. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Down low. Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
The unselfish play of Chris Paul there has a knack for knowing when to get his guys when they're wide open.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Ayton. Pass to Crowder. Drains the triple.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Outside Durant. Puts up a three. And Ayton pulls it down.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And it's Kevin Durant with the foul.
That's his first personal
That's
foul.
his first foul.
First team foul.
All right, Grant, in the name of player development, if you've got a young team that's effectively out of the playoffs, do you scale back minutes for the veterans, even if they're playing well?
I would think so. Obviously, if the playoffs aren't in the picture, it's giving that remaining part of the season a chance for young players to learn what the NBA is all about. Giving them more chances to play, resting the veterans might be the smart move.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Count that bucket.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
Pass to Curry. Outside Durant. Driving in. And Durant with the big finish.
On defense, your priority is to close out on Durant's outside shot, but then he has that tight handle. Simply drives right by you.
Yep, count it.
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
Irving with it. And Johnson picks him up defensively. Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Durant. That doesn't go either for Durant.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Outside Paul. Over Durant. Here's McGee. Oh, rejected by Drummond. Durant on the attack. And Durant with the big finish.
Well, long legs of Kevin Durant. They're galloping down the lane. I don't know how you catch up there.
And he drives in. Oh, Drummond with the block. They retain possession. And McGee with the stuff. Outside Irving. In transition, here come the Suns. From 17, they grab their own miss. Pass to Paul. There's the triple. Another shot. And it's laid in by McGee. McGee's got his second basket of the night. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Suns. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And take a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from their offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
Assist from Kevin Durant.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Outside Curry. On the wing, Durant. 27 points his last game. And Durant slams it home.
Now, there's some explosiveness inside Kevin Durant. He shows it off there.
Craig, good.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Ooh, nice move as he stepped back and cast it up. Irving's got 5.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
Outside Johnson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Team foul.
The officials were right on top of
At
that
the
one.
line for Phoenix.
Think about how tough this team is when Cam Johnson is out there and drilling shots.
And Johnson's shooting is so important to this team, Brent.
Well, B.A., that's the value that he brings, and they encourage him to do it. So if he's getting set up and he has room to let it go, Cam Johnson can punish you from the outside.
Next ball.
And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
5 to shoot. And here's Curry for 3.
Three-point field
Basket
goal.
is good. Nice setup from Irving.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Basket's good. 6 points for him.
Some of the success to Chris Paul being able to drive has to do with his devastating mid-range game. He makes the defense play him honestly everywhere on the floor.
Brooklyn ball.
Quarter two and about 2 minutes in. Irving with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And here's Griffin outside. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
And Ayton gets it to go.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. Their first chance to take a look at the Suns this season.
We see these teams face off only twice a year. Last year, each won one.
Well, if I had a calendar, I would have circled this one. But I love it when they get together. Last year, they split the two games between them, and I'll bet their battles are just as tightly contested this year.
Now here's Paul. He has 6. Yep, that one goes.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Back to Curry. Outside Durant. Lets it go from deep. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
From Chris Paul.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already, and we're not even in the second half.
Good three-point shooter a few years back. Paul's turned himself into a great one. Important to do later in your career.
Now here's Drummond. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. And Paul gets it to go. And now it's a 4-point Suns lead. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Suns.
Their frenetic defense has been impressive, putting ball handlers on the defensive and turning them over as well.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Phoenix Suns are enjoying a renaissance. Big man DeAndre Ayton said, quote, "From starters to the bench players, this team is well balanced, and we compete. We challenge each other every day. To be honest, it's the best team I've ever been on throughout my career. Guys, they are confident."
That they are, Allie.
That's
Thanks.
his first personal foul.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game. So the Nets making a switch here. Here's Durant. Pass to Aldridge. 6 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Curry, no good. The Suns leading. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Johnson. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And Ayton with the stuff.
It's one thing to get to your spots. It's another thing to shoot with that kind of rhythm. And DeAndre Ayton in one right now.
And so it's Phoenix with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. Back to the game after this break. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And KD always in the debate over who's the top dog in this league.
And what's interesting is he doesn't really want any part of that discussion. He said, "One thing I told myself, don't worry about who people say is the best player. Blocking out distractions is key to achieving greatness. And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Pass to Curry. This one for three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant.
Now into the lineup for the Nets.
Outside Booker. Now here's Ayton. Uses the glass on the layup. Ayton's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Back to Dragic. Outside Mills. Here he goes. Shot is good. Dragic making the play. Mills has got his first points of the night.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Nets.
Outside Booker. Here's McGee. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McGee's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Kyrie Irving.
Connects from downtown.
Field goal.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Now here's Booker. Impressive scoring stats with around 27 points a game. Going inside. Here's Crowder. Shot clock at 6. Off target from the baseline. And it's Irving off the drive. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
Timeout.
And the three-pointer gaining prominence. Grant, that shot wasn't a big part of your game until later in your career. Why was that something you waited to develop?
Well, over the years, the game had changed during my career. Early on, I didn't need it as much in terms of how I played. But at the end of my career, in more of a complementary role, I had to be able to knock down three-pointers, and I did a pretty good job.
Now here's McGee. He's got 6. Drills it from deep. Shamit's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Nice job by the team to set up Shamit on that play.
And Irving gets it to go.
Coming out of the break red hot. I mean, they have yet to miss a shot.
Booker on the take. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Booker's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Devin Booker will score by any means necessary, and that time over decent defense, getting the contact.
Now here's Irving. Give him 20.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And a miss there on the triple. 1:57 left in the 3rd. Pass to Booker. From about 19. Again, the Suns good for 2.
Love the confidence of Devin Booker. When he gets a screen, he knows what he wants to do.
Timeout called, Brooklyn. And while it can hurt you from outside, Devin Booker has a very rounded game with his shot.
Yeah, last few years, Booker has taken more mid-range jumpers. He feels comfortable pulling up from anywhere in the half court. And he's learning to take whatever the defense gives him.
Cameron Thomas.
Now here's Irving. Consistent production from him, averaging around 27.5 points a game. And the Suns pushing it up now. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
Booker being very active right now on the offensive end, terrific at getting the defense to knock him around on the way up.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Drummond, the first thing that comes to mind when you see him in that frame is just rebounding the ball.
Assisted by.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, Brian. DeAndre Ayton being the #1 pick in 2018, his potential is obvious. With this team on the rise, he's looking to impose his will on a nightly basis. Ayton said, quote, "I know how hard I work and what kind of a player I am. I'm trying to take over every possession, being more dominant every game."
Kevin Durant.
Oh, scary thought, Allie. Thanks.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half. What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Outside Durant. Shoots over McGee. Durant's shot is off. The Suns leading.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give them another possession at all.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Back to McGee. And he drops in the layup off the glass. McGee's got 4 points in the quarter.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Paul for three. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Buzzer beater.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns earning this break in the action, up 10. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be back in a moment. With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Inside. Here's Johnson. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
From Chris Paul.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
That's his second personal
And the foul on Chris Paul.
First team foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Going to the lineup for the
Brooklyn making some changes. And the basket by Curry.
Yeah, you don't want to leave people open when Blake Griffin has vision of the floor. He exploited the hole in the defense that time.
And it's Paul off the drive. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Out to the right wing. The three from Curry. And the Nets another three.
3-point field goal.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Here's Paul. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
There's always these nights where Chris Paul tends to get a little bit hungry on the offensive end. We're seeing it play out here.
Durant for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Durant's got 26 points.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Ooh, Griffin with the steal. Right side, Irving. And there's another one for the Nets. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nets.
Their activity at the defensive end has been impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
Well, you add to that their block totals tonight. They've been very feisty and active on the defensive end. This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Paul with it. Durant covering. And that one's good. Paul's got 9 points here in the second half.
The Nets call.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
Coach is not happy with their effort on the defensive glass. They're giving up way too many second chance points.
And the Nets making a change here. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Nash was going over with this team. And he had plenty of confidence. He told his players, we've worn those guys down. We can take advantage of it. We're not going away until the last second. Let's see how they respond. Back over to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Johnson. Here's Durant. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's Drummond.
Andre
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Kevin Durant.
Drummond's gotten his first points in this one.
Phoenix.
Wow! Drummond's able to sink it at the biggest possible moment.
And the Suns call time here. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Booker goes in. Shoots over Curry. Hauled in by Curry.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game. Outside Irving. Pass to Durant. Six to shoot. From deep three-point range.
Mikal Bridges is a prototypical 3-and-D guy, affecting the game defensively now.
To the paint. Here's Ayton. Out to Bridges. From deep, Johnson. And the three-pointer goes. And the Suns lead by 7.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
To the inside. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And that is clutch. Griffin always ready to take the big one.
Paul into the lane. Lays it up and banks it in.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
The three. Another three for Phoenix.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Here's Durant.
Kevin Durant.
And there's another one for the Nets.
It's just lethal. Once Kevin Durant gets into that spot, he can rise up, and it's pretty much going to go in.
A good look from Johnson. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game. Love his shot.